Welcome to the city, Mastermind City, a city filled with endless masterminds and limitless possibilities.
And it includes live coaching, Q&As, hot seats, and more.
Hi, I'm Faye Chappell.
And I'm Stacey Maynard, and this is the Hot Topics of the Week, where we bring you a vibrant, uplifting, and inspiring conversation focused on how you can make a lasting impact for yourself and for your business.
For us, this is more than just a business. It's a professional community. So if you're ready to go, you're in the right place. Welcome to the city. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are joining us from.
Yes, happy January. It is a new year. And we are here to talk about all things getting ready, planning, recalculating. What does your GPS do?
Recalculate. That's our life. And we did tell you guys that we were resetting our New Year's, and it was starting this week. So that's why we're starting this podcast today the way we are, because we are in the same boat as most of you where, didn't work quite as well as we wanted last week. So today, well, first of all,
Happy New Year.
Yeah, and welcome back. You are at the show where we solve your problems, or at least we make you laugh at them.
Exactly, because if we can't laugh at it, let's just not.
So today we're diving into the top 10 signs that you need literally a LifeMap Navigator. If you feel like you're driving in circles and your internal GPS says recalculate, then congratulations, this episode is for you.
Exactly. I can't tell you how many times my GPS has said turn right and there's no road. But you know what? I've also Googled how to figure out my life at 2 a.m. So if you're in the same boat, welcome to the club. But don't worry, we're here to help you with some practical tips and maybe a little sarcasm.
A little bit.
Just dripped in. So let's dive in. So what is number one?
Number one is you've got a vision board, right?
Mm-hmm. I love them.
You might have it, but it's leaning against a wall and it's unframed and it's covered in dust. And let's be honest, your dreams can't manifest if your vision board hasn't made it up to your wall. So it's time to take action, dust it off, hang it up, spend 5 minutes every morning visualizing one goal on that board, and then write down that one actionable step for each goal. And it can be small. It can be small as sending an email or as big as starting your whole business plan. But vision boards inspire action, not decoration.
No, vision boards are not supposed to be a decoration. I know a lot of people who also pretend that their LinkedIn profile is a decoration, because let me see, your LinkedIn bio says highly motivated professional, but you wrote that during, some crisis last week that you're going to actually be motivated.
Or you changed what you thought you were doing.
You're going to do, exactly. So remember, your LinkedIn profile is supposed to showcase who you are, not what you thought you were, or not 5 versions of what you thought you were many years ago. So update it with your current goals. Make sure that you know how you want to present yourself and who you want to attract. That's a big one when it comes to LinkedIn. And you know what? Go back and look. Go look at your headline. LinkedIn is an incredible vehicle where your headline kind of follows you everywhere. So it's a really important thing to go back and look at, especially I do it every month. And it needs to reflect where you are and where you're heading in your business, right? For example, strategic visionary, helping businesses scale, future-focused leader. This sets the tone for the opportunities that you want to bring into your business.
But I think I would, that was number 2. But number 3 is sort of going on to that plan, because here's the thing. Don't change your headline until you know what your plan is for the year ahead and what you want to do, right?
No, don't do that.
Because your goals might be really ambitious, right?
Yeah.
They could be really ambitious, but your daily planner kind of looks like the aftermath of a toddler armed with crayons.
Hey, have you looked at my planner? That's not fair.
So organization matters. If your planner is pure chaos, you don't really know where your goals are, your goals will actually feel the same. So try this rule of 3. I want you to write down 3 of the most important things you need to accomplish each and every day. No more, no less, just one simple piece of paper that has a 3. Here's a tip for you. I was actually watching Kevin O'Leary on a clip the other day. And what he does is he takes 3 old school sticky notes. Remember those? Those are yellow sticky notes. And he writes each goal for the day on that the night before. And when he gets up, he accomplishes those 3 things, little things that he needed to do before he does anything else, before he has his coffee, before he goes and exercises, unless exercise is one of your goals.
Exactly.
So really great tip, but there's one that you could start today in this week of New Year's.
Because I'm pretty sure, and we're just going to talk about number 4 is productivity, right? You've probably read every productivity book out there because there's a lot of them out there, but your to-do list still looks longer than, I don't know, a Costco receipt.
Yeah, longer than mine.
So just remember, reading about productivity is not the same as actually being productive, right? It's you want to be productive, but cut your to-do list in half. It is not working. You'd like Kevin O'Leary, right? Prioritize the tasks that align with your goals. If they don't, it probably shouldn't be on your to-do list, right? And remember to sort your tasks, right? It doesn't have to be just because you list them in this order. It doesn't have to be, I'm going to do this one first, this one second, this one third, right? Make sure you know which ones are important, which ones are urgent, which ones are not urgent, which ones you need to do, right? But really focus on what truly matters. That's the most important thing. For me personally, I like to do the bigger things first in my day to get them out of the way, because I know I'm less productive as the day goes on, and I'm more productive when I have my coffee that I'm still drinking at noon.
So if any of these are resonating with you, that is telling you that you really need to reset, to recalculate, and to do everything to get the year ahead started properly. So number 5 is consider, have you ever considered a tattoo of the word pivot?
Pivot.
Because it's the only one thing that you've been doing lately, right? You might be just doing pivot.
Yeah.
Every time you turn around, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. That's the problem with us entrepreneurs. We have that shiny object syndrome, right?
Yeah.
Pivoting is great in theory, but if you're constantly changing directions without a destination in mind, then you're just spinning in circles. So I want you to define what that success looks like for you in the next 6 months or 12 months, right? Write it down and then work backwards to create a clear roadmap. Pivot only if it gets you closer to that vision. But if you don't have that vision, you need to start there. Don't try to pivot or change or follow a direction that you set last year and it didn't work.
Exactly. And number 6, if your version of vision clarity is hoping that your next yoga session will magically reveal your life's purpose, no, it's not going to happen, right? Yoga is great for stretching. We did yoga last night. It was amazing. I love it. But it won't stretch your career into the stratosphere unless you combine it with intentional goal setting, right? Intentional. Know what you want to do and know the roadmap to actually get there, right? But after your next yoga session or mindfulness session, journal, right? Think about it. Is something coming to your mind? Like, what's working in your life? Think of those overall goals, those overall visions, right? What's working? What's not working? What's one thing that you want to do that you could improve on today? Reflect on that and look at what you could do to move that forward.
And this goes hand in hand with number 7, because number 7 is we've all faced it. So how many of you have signed up for 10 different courses and you're paralyzed trying to decide which one to actually start, right? You think this is it, this is your answer, and then I'm going to go down this direction. However, what happens is that old analysis paralysis, right? It's real. You pick one course, you align it with what your vision, your goals are, and you stick with it and complete it. And then ask yourself, which of these courses will make the biggest impact to where I want to go in the next 90 days, right? And then don't do the rest of them. I'm guilty of it. Most people are guilty of it because we're so interested in everything, and we want to add this for our clients, or we want to do this for our followers. But you have to start with one thing only. So get rid of everything else you subscribe to, except for us, and go ahead and do it.
And that goes with number 8, which is, how many unread emails do you have in your inbox?
45,000.
Okay. So
That's a true number.
Yeah, absolutely. And probably half of them are newsletters that you subscribe to, because how many people at the beginning of January go, oh, I'm going to subscribe to this. Oh, I want to read that. Oh, but I'll save those for later. Oh, wait a minute. That was really cool. Oh, I want to read those tips on this, or that information about this, or the course or the replay, or whatever the case may be, right? You've subscribed to it in, your panic, but now you realize that you're missing out on true potential, right? So your inbox should not be a museum for unread aspirations, right? Kick it out. Make sure that you unsubscribe to the ones that you're not going to take action on. It doesn't matter whether you have 15, 45 kabillion emails in your inbox. If you're not going to read them, I literally the other day went through and I saw that I had emails from like 2017 and 2016, and I went, bulk, delete. I'm not going to look at them. Things have changed so much since then. So go back into your history and see which ones you can actually get rid of, or maybe you can unsubscribe from them, but again, not from us.
And we have a trick for you if you really want to keep those subscriptions, and but you don't, it's cluttering your box. And we teach that to our community members, and it's very simple. So you feel free to join us on LifeMap or anything else, and you'll be getting all that insight, because it's really, really important. Even though I have 45,000, I don't have to look at them because they are segmented so that I only need to get there when I need to. So brings us to number 9, which is truly my favorite. You keep telling yourself you'll figure it out tomorrow. But tomorrow keeps ghosting you, right? So tomorrow isn't going to save you. It's time to turn procrastination into progress. So I want you to schedule a decision hour today. I want you to spend 60 minutes focusing on one lingering decision that you think you're going to answer tomorrow, the one that's holding you back. And I want you to do something about it, because action beats waiting for inspiration every time.
Every single time. And finally, number 10, you need the LifeMap Navigator when your best idea is fixing your life involves winning a lottery ticket.
I just bought mine last night.
Oh, but you forget to buy the ticket. She bought the ticket. I didn't buy the ticket, but I'm still hoping to win the lottery. I'm that person. I'm like, oh, I'm going to win the lottery. I check the numbers and I go, oh, right, I didn't buy a ticket. So hope is not a strategy. It's time to stop relying on luck and start building a concrete plan that will actually help you reach those goals once and for all. So what can you do? Write down 3 goals, right? We talked about that from the Kevin Leary one earlier, right? He uses the sticky notes, but write down 3 goals you want to achieve this year, right? And then look at the steps that you're going to take to actually achieve them. I know it sounds simple. I know it sounds basic, but it actually works. It's simple. It is game changing.
And it is part of what we teach in our LifeMap Navigator. And we've sent thousands of people through it every single year. Yeah. And it's a great tool because you will be ready and set for the year ahead. So there you have it. That's our top 10 signs that you actually might need to join us in LifeMap Navigator. If you've recognized yourself in them, then you know you have. So if you find yourself nodding and realizing that this is you, then welcome to the club. And stick around and join us as soon as you can. Absolutely. And don't wait till tomorrow. Because as we've established, it's probably, maybe it's out partying, your lost motivation, but signing up for LifeMap Navigator is finally going to help you recalculate your decisions and actually get you to the destination, because you don't want, like we said in the beginning, you don't want your GPS to continue to go recalculate. You actually want to make sure that you're on the right path and head in the right direction. So join us. You can find us on lifemapnavigator.com, or you can find the link in our community, because truly the right time or the best time to find your path was yesterday. The second best time is today. Thanks for joining us here at the Mastermind City. You don't have to say goodbye, because there are other ways that you can join us. If you like what you've heard today, then join our professional networking community, and it's absolutely free, where you can be part of our global community to build relationships, grow your business, and access live training, or learn more about how you can get year-round access to not only us, but to all our endless masterminds. So just go to themastermind.city and we'll see you in the city.